Master Plan Part 2. Grace, go for it.
No more red, white, and blue for you.
Help! Someone stole our color!
And now the ultimate payoff.
What you got there, Ray?
A slime cannon. I'm gonna cover the entire Cool School float in slime and make them all icky.
That's a real slime cannon? Well done.
It's time for a brand new adventure with Drew Pendous and his Mighty Pen Ultimate. In today's episode, Drew celebrates America's Independence Day. Let's hope nobody rains on their parade. It was a beautiful day, and Drew and his friends were competing for the best float in the Cool County Independence Day Parade.
Great job with the float, you guys.
Thanks, Drew. I like your Benjamin Franklin costume.
Thanks, Ella. Did you know, in 1752, Benjamin Franklin discovered electricity when he tied a key to a kite and went outside during a lightning storm?
Then what happened?
Just kidding, Robbie. It's a shock button.
Oh!
Meanwhile, the kids from Cruel School had a float of their own.
Isn't our float perfectly cruel?
I've never seen anything more evil in my life.
What's that?
Wow, Cool School. This float is really, what's the word? Cool.
We made it as a team.
I'm Betsy Ross, the woman who created the first American flag. Check it out. 13 stars for the original 13 colonies.
Wow, that'll be hard to beat. You might just win the parade and get tickets to the mega awesome new Ferris wheel.
What? No! How did Cool School make such a good float? Just 'cause they relied on history and learning.
Actually, I kind of like history.
That's okay. We can still win if we destroy their floats. Time to rain on their parade.
Should I do the rain thing?
Yes, time for some showers.
Uh-oh. Hey, what happened? It was so sunny a second ago.
And it's only happening over our float! We're being attacked!
We can't let the rain ruin our day. It's time for a giant umbrella.
Ah, much better.
Rats.
Where?
No, not actual rats. Whatever. Time for Master Plan Part 2. Grace, go for it.
No more red, white, and blue for you.
Help! Someone stole our color!
And now the ultimate payoff.
What you got there, Ray?
A slime cannon. I'm gonna cover the entire Cool School float in slime and make them all icky.
That's a real slime cannon? Well done.
Ew!
Hey!
Direct hit. Ray, what's happening?
I don't know.
Wow! Those are some interesting fireworks.
Uh-oh! Little did they know that once the spectacular fireworks exploded in the air, they would leave behind a lot of...
Slime!
My mustache! My wonderful mustache!
They're ruining the 4th of July!
This looks like a job for Super Drew.
And that's when Drew became the Stupendous Drew Pendous.
Quick, Ella, I need your help. We need some new flags filled with color. I've got to clean up this mess.
We're stuck, Drew!
I just need to get you moving. Let's give it a spin.
That's when Drew sketched the giant hand and spun the wheel.
Whee! This is awesome! Drew! The slime machine is continuing to run!
Uh-oh. I can't save the day in two places at once.
We just need a cork to plug up the machine.
Quick! Give me liberty! Oh, I hope I didn't accidentally crack it.
The band tried to play their instruments, but they were filled with slime.
Yuck!
There you go. Don't forget to play some John Philip Sousa. He composed Stars and Stripes Forever.
You got it, Drew. My mustache, Drew! It's ruined! Ruined, I say!
No problem, Mr. Mayor. Here's some mustache dye.
My mustache is looking better than ever! And so is the town! You did it, Drew! I hereby award the kids of Cool School these sashes and declare them parade leaders.
Drew cleaned up this whole town.
Were you the one behind this? No good, young man. I'm going to recommend you to be grounded immediately.
Rats.
Where?
They're not real rats.
Well, kids, Drew saved the day once again. Ray Blank and Cruel School lost the parade competition, while Drew and his friends got to ride the Ferris wheel for free. Way to go, Drew. Moral of the story, boys and girls, make sure your slime fireworks aren't the sticky kind, because that is one mess that's hard to clean up. The Declaration of Independence was underway.
Wow, we're actually seeing it being written. Life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Amazing. This is going to be a great addition to our future. Trust me.
Not if I can stop it.
Suddenly, Ray came flying at the Declaration, but this time Drew was prepared.
Stop right there, Ray.
It's time for a brand new adventure with Drew Pendous and his mighty penultimate. Today's episode is going to make history, literally. It was the day before the big social studies test on American history, and all the kids at Cool School and Cruel School had to pass the test or else summer school.
That's it. I'm not taking this dumb test.
Back to the books, kid, or good luck in summer school.
Who needs history anyway? Wait a sec. That's it. Nobody needs history. I'll just go back in time and erase it. All of history gone. Then no social studies test. Hey, Drewfus. Drew, old buddy. Not now, Ray. I'm studying. I was just gonna ask if you want to go back in time to meet Thomas Jefferson, Benjamin Franklin, and all the other cool people back then. That does sound pretty cool. Also, would be a great way to study for the test. I could ask him all my questions.
Ooh, I've always wanted to ask Thomas Jefferson an important question.
Like, was it hard to write the Declaration of Independence?
No, how he invented mac and cheese. That was a genius.
Totally, I love mac and cheese.
Wait a sec. Why are you suddenly being all nice and friendly?
I just want to meet the guys who started our country. Is that too much to ask?
I guess not.
And I guess I could just draw a quick time machine. Now that's what I'm talking about.
Well, I'm coming along.
Quick, you guys, over here.
Drew didn't know Ray was up to no good, so he quickly sketched the time machine and he hopped inside with Ray and Nikki.
Hit it.
First stop, 1776 for the signing of the Declaration of Independence.
When our country became America, land of the free and the brave. Yeah.
And off they went, way back in time to the year 1776. They camped out at Independence Hall in Philadelphia, where it all began.
That must be Thomas Jefferson. And that must be the Declaration of Independence. So long, American history. So long, social studies test. Ray, wait, what are you doing?
But it was too late. Ray had already erased the entire Declaration of Independence.
Oh, good heavens.
Then he swiped the keys to the time machine.
I'll take those. Catch you later, stinkers. Or not. Quick, we can't let him get away.
With no time to spare, Drew sketched a second time machine and hopped inside.
Back to Cool School.
But when they stepped out, nothing looked like Cool School at all. At least not the Cool School they remembered.
Ella, is that you?
Why, of course it's me. Whomever else could it be?
Pardon, don't mean to be a bother, but we're running behind the clock, and we are quite late for reading hour.
Reading hour? You mean story time with Miss Booksy?
No, sir. I meant reading hour with Lady Library.
Well, that's not her real name, but we had a good laugh from it. Didn't we, Robert? Ha ha ha.
Indeed, Eleanor. Anyway, we're set to be reading about the origin of the monarchy and all the King Henrys, so we'd best be off. Cheerio.
Something is definitely not right here. They're all British.
Well, of course. Don't you see? No Declaration of Independence, no America. Written rules.
Oh no, you're right. He erased the Declaration of Independence. We have to fix this.
Drew knew he had to do something quick, so Drew took out his mighty penultimate and turned into the Stupendous Drew Pendous.
Come on, back into the time machine.
Drew quickly hopped into the time machine and traveled back to 1776.
Mr. Jefferson?
What's going on? Who are you? Anyone lose a child? An oddly dressed child?
Shh, no, I can explain. Well, it's actually kind of hard to explain. You see, we...
Heard heard a rumor that you and your friends were planning on writing a document of sorts.
Yes, declaring the independence of America from Britain.
Oh, that. Yes, we tried, but sadly someone came around and erased the whole thing. Some things just aren't meant to be.
But, with all due respect, this is totally meant to be.
It took too long to write, so maybe some other time. Anyway, time for tea.
Suddenly, Drew had an idea.
Mr. Jefferson, what if I told you this pen will write everything for you?
Really? This pen is simply amazing. So much easier to write with than acrylic ink. Gentlemen, this young man in his underwear and cape has a magical pen, and he would like to give the Declaration another try.
Here! Better not be any disappearing ink this time, Thomas.
Relax, Johnny. I feel good about this fellow. When in the course of human events it becomes necessary,
And the Declaration of Independence was underway.
Wow, we're actually seeing it being written. Life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Amazing. This is going to be a great addition to our future. Trust me.
Not if I can stop it.
Suddenly, Ray came flying at the Declaration, but this time Drew was prepared.
Stop right there, Ray.
Drew quickly used his pen to sketch a giant quill pen ink shooter, and then he squirted all of Thomas Jefferson's ink right at Ray.
Call it quits and we'll let you down easy, Ray. Ha! No chance.
Ray used his eraser to erase the ink off his face. Then he gave the bookcase a big shake until it came tumbling down on top of Drew.
Whoa! Sayonara, Drufus.
hey, the Declaration is here to stay this time, you ruffian.
Thanks, Nick.
I have an idea.
I'm on it.
With Ray inches away from the Declaration, Drew quickly sketched a super awesome mac and cheese tosser.
Load her up, Nicky. What is this stuff?
Good old mac and cheese. Although I hate wasting all the cheese like that. Not really why I invented it, but okay.
And in came a second, and a third, and a fourth goblet of mac and cheese until Ray was totally stuck inside.
Let me out of here, Drufus. Oh, we will.
Just in time for our American social studies test.
Back to the time machine for you, Ray. And this Declaration is staying just where it is.
Time machine?
Long story. Thanks for all your help, Mr. Jefferson. That's a great piece of writing you got there. Really appreciate all you did to start our country.
My pleasure. Good to meet you, Drew.
And off they went, back into the time machine, this time with a heaping ball of ooey gooey mac and cheese. Then they all hopped out of Cool School on the other side, and everything was back to normal, American flag and all.
Better get cleaned up fast, Ray. Don't want to write any cheesy answers on your test.
Well, kids, Drew saved the day once again. There were no more Brits walking around Cool School, and evil Ray Blank was in a sticky situation.
Ray, is that you?
Maybe.
All of this just to get out of your social studies test? You know what this means? Detention!
Moral of the story, boys and girls, without the Declaration of Independence, there'd be no America. It's time for a brand new adventure with Drew Pendous and his mighty penultimate. Today's adventure reaches new heights, like mountain-sized heights. You'll see.
I can't believe we get to go visit Mount Rushmore for spring break.
Wow, cool.
And it's in the middle of a national park, which gets so colorful in the spring.
Those 4 giant heads are awesome.
How giant? Are they gonna talk to us?
Don't worry, Robbie. They're just sculptures. I wonder who drew them.
Well, you see, it was designed by a sculptor named Gutzon Borglum. They started building it in 1927 and didn't finish till 1941. Well, that was over 15 years later. Now look out the window because here they come.
Whoa.
Okay, people, can you name all 4 presidents on Mount Rushmore?
George Washington, obviously. He was the first president. He chopped down a cherry tree, and he couldn't tell a lie. Although nobody knows if that story is true or not.
I know Abraham Lincoln. He got us through the Civil War, and he also liked to wrestle.
Thomas Jefferson was the 3rd president of the United States, and he helped popularize ice cream by serving it in the White House.
And Theodore Roosevelt was the 26th president, and teddy bears were named after him.
Okay, pay attention during this trip, everybody. There's gonna be a huge test when you get back to school next week.
A test?
We have to study during vacation?
What do you expect? You go to cruel school.
I don't have time to learn about 4 different presidents. Time to get to work.
Did you know that originally the plan was to make all the statues go from the president's head down to the waist? But they ran out of money before they could build it all.
Are you sure they were even able to finish the heads?
What's going on up there?
No presidents, no test.
Let me get a closer look with some super cool binoculars. Just as I thought.
Oh no! Is it Ray? You've got to stop him, Drew.
Way ahead of you, Robbie.
Drew took out his mighty penultimate and turned into the Stupendous Drew Pendous.
First, I've got to get all the way up there, and it is spring break. So I'll spring into action. Too late, Drew. I've turned Mount Rushmore into Mount Rushless. Now there can't be a test. No problem. I'll just redraw all 4 presidents. Oh yeah? Do you remember what they look like? Of course. Everyone knows what George Washington looks like. And Abe Lincoln was wearing a hat, I think. Was Thomas Jefferson the 3rd head? Did he have a mustache? And head number 4 was,
Theodore Roosevelt.
Huh?
Theodore Roosevelt.
Oh yeah, and Theodore Roosevelt. Ugh, why are there so many presidents? And they're all important. Well, maybe William Henry Harrison was less important. He was only president for 30 days. Well, who cares? You still can't remember what they look like. Luckily, I don't have to. Time for some time travel.
And that's when Drew went on tour of presidential history.
Welcome to Mount Rushmore. Now, just stand over there. President Washington, toes up your chin a little. President Jefferson, please turn a little to the left.
Make sure you capture my good side.
Whatever. Those heads need to be huge. There's no way you'll be able to finish rebuilding it by the time you have to leave. Oh, I made some other friends while I was traveling through time. Rodin, Picasso, Michelangelo, Donatello.
Aw, no Leonardo and Raphael. Bummer.
Who are all these guys? You don't know, Ray? These are some of the most famous artists and sculptors throughout history, and they're gonna help sculpt this mountain. Get to work, fellas.
Hey, you got it, Drew.
Maybe you should stick to Mount Rushmore's original designer?
Gutzon Borglum.
That's right. He did a pretty good job with the original.
Probably could have used a little more color, but that's just me.
Be right back. Welcome to Mount Rushmore, Mr. Borglum.
This isn't what I had in mind.
Yeah, sorry about that. Let's start from scratch.
So Drew erased the mountain, and they started again with Gutzon Borglum's original design. And soon enough, Mount Rushmore looked like Mount Rushmore.
Thanks a lot, everybody.
Nice try, Ray. But not only will you be tested on those 4 presidents, you also have to write a report on all those famous artists. I can't believe you don't know Michelangelo.
The Ninja Turtle?
Ah!
Thanks a lot, Drew. I just wish I had my signature hat.
You got it.
And that's how Drew saved Mount Rushmore. Moral of the story, kids, it's not cool to mess with Mount Rushmore and learn about your presidents and your artists, because Michelangelo wasn't just a Ninja Turtle, he was also an artist.